Today we'll talk about how to evaluate candidates so you can make the perfect hire. You've been through the job description, you've sourced candidates, you now have a pile of resumes on your desk. So how do you sort through those? Who do you decide to meet are all critical questions. As you compare the resumes to your job description and look at the relevant parts of that candidate's background and experience, it starts to form a picture of who that candidate is and how they would perform in your particular situation. You never want to be the only interviewer of a candidate. Select 2 or 3 other people as well that would interview that candidate so you could compare notes. And then set up a criteria checklist, pros and cons of each candidate, pluses and minuses, things that are important to maybe your budget, such as compensation, or important to your peace of mind, such as their previous experience in the role. And finally, chemistry, and chemistry are always the most important attributes in the final decision. In addition to the skills and experience of the candidate and the chemistry between you and the candidate, it's important to remember that a proper background check is key to hiring the person who you think you're hiring. Setting up a structure that protects your privacy and confidentiality as well as your significant assets are all things that should be put in place prior to the start date of that individual. At Angelo Mortimer, we're very helpful in helping you craft the job description, set up the ideal candidate interviews, and think through the feedback and the reactions that you get from meeting each candidate. You might find pros and cons with several different people, narrow down a list into a short list that you're going to make a final decision around, get into the further discussions about compensation, about the role and responsibilities, and then how you're going to be interacting with that candidate over the long run.